Now you know the formula for longevity. H equals N divided by C. And that the key to this formula is the nutrient density of your diet. In other words, you must eat a diet rich in nutrients and fiber with a very low percentage of foods that are not nutrient and fiber dense. It's the same formula that will enable your body to achieve slimness. To help you learn how to apply this formula to your life, you first need to understand why you must follow it, exploring the relationship between diet, health, and disease. To do so, you need to take a look at how most people eat in reality and what they gain or lose from such eating practices. The pros and cons of our natural sweet tooth. Even though we have many unique human traits, we are genetically closely related to the great apes and other primates. Primates are the only animals on the face of the earth that can taste sweet and see color. We were designed by nature to see, grasp, eat, and enjoy the flavor of colorful sweet fruits. Fruit is an essential part of our diets. It is an indispensable requirement for us to maintain a high level of health. Fruit consumption has been shown in numerous studies to offer our strongest protection against certain cancers, especially oral and esophageal, lung, prostate, and pancreatic cancer. Thankfully, our natural sweet tooth directs us to those foods ideally designed for our primate heritage, fruit. Fresh fruit offers us powerful health-giving benefits. Researchers have discovered substances in fruit that have unique effects on preventing aging and deterioration of the brain. Some fruits, especially blueberries, are rich in anthocyanins and other compounds having anti-aging effects. Studies continue to provide evidence that more than any other food, fruit consumption is associated with lowered mortality from all cancers combined. Eating fruit is vital to your health, well-being, and long life. Regrettably, our human desire for sweets is typically satisfied by the consumption of products containing sugar, such as candy bars and ice cream, not fresh fruit. The U.S. Food and Drug Administration estimates that the typical American now consumes an unbelievable 32 teaspoons of added sugar a day. That's right, in one day. As we shall see, we need to satisfy our sweet tooth with fresh natural fruits and other plant substances that supply us not just with carbohydrates for energy, but also with the full complement of indispensable substances that prevent illness. Nutritional lightweights, pasta, and white bread. Unlike the fruits found in nature, which have a full ensemble of nutrients, processed carbohydrates such as bread, pasta, and cake are deficient in fiber, phytonutrients, vitamins, and minerals, all which have been lost in processing. Compared with whole wheat, typical white pasta and bread are missing 62% of the zinc, 72% of the magnesium, 95% of the vitamin E, 50% of the folic acid, 72% of the chromium, 78% of the B6, and 78% of the fiber. In a 6-year study of 65,000 women, those with diets high in refined carbohydrates from white bread, white rice, and pasta had 2.5 times the incidence of type 2 diabetes compared with those who ate high-fiber foods such as whole wheat bread and brown rice. These findings were replicated in a study of 43,000 men. Diabetes is no trivial problem. It's the 4th leading cause of death by disease in America, and its incidence is growing. Walter Willett, MD, professor of epidemiology and nutrition at the Harvard School of Public Health, and co-author of those 2 studies, finds the results so convincing that he'd like our government to change the food guide pyramid, which recommends 6 to 11 servings of any kind of carbohydrate. He says, quote, "They should remove refined grains like white bread up to the sweets category because metabolically they are basically the same," close quote. These starchy, white flour foods, removed from nature's packaging, are no longer real food. The fiber and the majority of minerals have been removed, so such foods are absorbed too rapidly, resulting in a sharp glucose surge in the bloodstream. The pancreas is then forced to pump out insulin faster to keep up. Excess body fat also causes us to require more insulin from the pancreas. Over time, it's the excessive demand for insulin placed on the pancreas from both refined foods and increased body fat that leads to diabetes. Refined carbohydrates, white flour, Sweets and even fruit juices, because they enter the bloodstream so quickly, can also raise triglycerides, increasing the risk of heart attack in susceptible individuals.